You can cook this straight away if you want. That's raw salmon. I think that's the dishwasher. That'll be fine. Making some miso glazed marinated salmon. I've got it in Tupperware so I can put the marinade in there, put it in the fridge, do it in a bowl, do it wherever you want. Probably going to make enough for 4 fillets, that sort of size, but I've only got 2, so you can get most of these ingredients in the supermarket these days. So this is brown miso. It's really kind of nice, salty, umami sort of flavour. It's hard to explain what it's like. So you want about 2 tablespoons of that, and then we want only a splash of soy sauce. Ooh, that's my spoon. Because the miso is already really salty. A splash. Get rid of this spoon. Tiny splash of rice wine vinegar. And of vermouth. Now, normally instead of the rice wine vinegar and the vermouth, I probably use a couple of tablespoons of sake, but I haven't got any sake. Mirin, about a teaspoon of mirin, and honey. I want about as much honey as we put in miso, so about 2 tablespoons maybe. You can use brown sugar, you can use white sugar, you can use any sugar you want. And then we want about another tablespoon or 2 of oil, any oil will do. And then you can just whisk that all together, whisk that all together. Right, have a taste. I need more miso. I think I underestimated the 2 tablespoons that I put in there. I think I probably put more like a tablespoon in there. You can play with the ratios yourself. I mean, at the end of the day, this marinade should taste nice before you put it on the salmon. It's not something that will become nice as it ages. To taste it, if it tastes nice, cool. If you think you want a bit more honey, go for it. Should be like a savoury, salt, sweety sort of balance. Right, I'm just going to pour that over the salmon. Should have the consistency of like runny caramel as well. And just want to give them a move around in it. You can cook this straight away, leave it where you prep whatever you're having it with. I'm going to be having it with some fried rice, but I'm making that a while ago. I'll be making that later now. I'm going to leave this in the fridge now for a couple of hours. You can probably leave it overnight, it should be fine. Right, see you when I come back to cook it. Okay, right, it's 4 or 5 hours later. Ignore this. I'm going to be doing fried rice to go with the salmon. When that video goes up, I'll put a link for it here. Got a baking sheet, baking tray out, tin foil on it. So this marinade, the sugar in the honey and the sugars in the soy sauce and all that sort of stuff are gonna, let's say burn, they can burn a little bit, but they are gonna cook on. So really you want to cover it in baking foil, parchment paper, greaseproof paper, baking paper, anything like that. But simple as take the salmon out of the marinade, guys, whatever you want to call it. And I've got a grill preheated to medium high. We don't want to absolutely blast it because we will burn the glaze before the salmon cooks through. And also we want to cook the salmon through gently, just so that we don't scorch the top of it and burn it before it's cooked through. So yeah, under a medium here grill. That's about, I don't know if you can see that, what's that, 2 inches, 3 inches away from the burner as well. So just whack it under there, keep an eye on it, and back when that comes out. Right, little butchers. There you go, you can see that's pretty much done. Turn the grill off. So you see what I mean about it baking on? I mean, depending on how much you care about your baking trays or how non-stick your baking trays are, you may not give a crap about that, but there's maybe something to take into consideration. A fish slice. So, a bits of fried rice that I chucked together with those ingredients while I was waiting. Whole thing probably took less than 10 minutes. Link to the fried rice recipe up in the top of the screen now. Goes lovely with this, although this quite easily would go with a salad or anything stir fry. It's beautiful. Right, and that's that. Lovely bit of charring of the, not charring, caramelisation. The honey and the miso and the soy. That's all that needs if you ask me. Or if you want to just kick it up that final little touch, get a little kick of sesame seeds. Just you know, dial it up to 11. If you wanted to, you could take this salmon out of the oven, the grill, under the grill, like 2 minutes before it was done, then put the sesame on, just so the sesame sort of toasts on top. Sesame toasts on top. It's not sesame toast, you know what I mean. But yeah, that's beautiful. Right. So, sayonara, I guess. See you when I see you. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that sort of stuff.